Oh, of course, you caught the last little bit of throat clear there. Anyway, hello and welcome to the Atelier Nekuzuki live stream. My name is Katie and we are back to sew cat head pouches here. I'm just trying to track down the links. YouTube has said that I am live. That's good, good. But we do want to share that. All right, share, copy link, and then I'm going to share it to Instagram. Ba, 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 ba. All right. So we are currently sewing for Calgary Cat Festival, which is tomorrow and Sunday, September 14th and 15th at the Westin in Calgary. If you're in the Calgary area and you're looking for something to do, we will be there. There's an adoption alley, a puzzle palooza, and a bunch of other events as well. All right, post the link, post the link, post the link. Sewing cat head pouches now. There we go. The gentle dishevelment of my desk right now is like indicative that we're working again. So the good news that I have from the other day is the fact that I don't actually have to swap out a lot of the zippers like I thought I was going to need to. I thought I had to redo like 10 zippers, but it turns out I only need to redo 2 zippers, which is even better. So yeah. Dallas is down here measuring stuff because I got my fabric shipment, but the fabric shipment, as per usual, is different from the last time I got a fabric shipment. So everything is in rolls this time. I was anticipating a few rolls. I was not anticipating as many as there are, including the lining fabrics. So apparently when you order like 65 yards of fabric from these folks, they actually put it on a roll for you instead of like on bolts, which is what I was anticipating. But we will take what we get. But that does mean that we're going to work towards, and this was an aim here with this studio reorganization, everything anyway, was to get them like actually put onto the wall behind the sewing table or the cutting table so that I can just kind of roll it off. Now hopefully it everything gets settled well enough into the studs that it's sturdy enough to hold that much weight, because they did tell me originally that they wouldn't be able to ship the canvas all in one roll because it was too much weight. So I did receive 2 rolls of canvas, which was not a massive shock because it's 50 yards or 50 meters of canvas. Not even 50 yards, it's 50 meters. And then the lining being on a roll was a bit of a shock. I was like, okay. Also, I did not actually have to put these on a different direction. I thought, okay, whatever. Past Katie, I don't know what you were high on Friday. Do you know what? It's probably because I was not actually thinking very straight, because we are currently in a calorie deficit and my brain was not working Friday afternoon. So that's probably the majority of it. Anyway, we're here. We've mostly adjusted to the calorie deficit. Or I've just had a better balanced. Oh, no, okay. The kids were down here yesterday and they got fucking a hold of my machine. Okay, sorry. Oh, shit. What is the actual... I need to go grab my manual that's like the shorthand for what I need to adjust on this, because it should not continue to stitch like that. And A, that is a safety issue, and B, it is just freaking annoying. Okay, you guys are like caught on me. There we go. All right, be back in 1 second here. Okay, now with the reorganization, where did my manuals go? So I'm gonna turn this off because it's super annoying right now. Okay, I know I have them somewhere, but apparently it's not where I thought they were. So we're just going to, I just got to be conscious of it, unless they're right here. Yes! Thank fuck. Okay. You two set to 1. And you 1 set to 1. Uh-huh. Okay, you 2 set to 1. Yeah. Okay, yeah, they got a hold of the machine, and it looks like they changed... Okay, how the hell do I get this reset? There we go. Okay, that should work, hopefully. It's like 2 settings that they get into regularly that changed. One was that it would always stitch backwards, and then one that, like, means that it continues to stitch, and that is unsafe for my fingers. It's not good for the machine, blah blah blah. And like I did ask Dallas, I'm like, how long did they get down here yesterday? Because he's like, yeah, the kids got down into the basement. He's like, a minute. And I guess that was long enough. These children. Flynn, hey, what are you even able to scratch back there, dude? Hey, yeah, you've got windows open over there. Go. All right. Anyway, so let's get this back on track, hopefully. And I do have another bobbin of white thread. So I did get a call, and we do have webbing in from Pecana. So I did pick that up. Actually, I went into the city yesterday because I had to go pick up yarn from Caroline because she's got the cat yarn. And then I went and picked up webbing. I did also pick up some waterproof nylon so that we can do some water bottle holders soon. And it's not, or I don't know if it's waterproof. It's at least water resistant. It's a nylon backed with like PVC. And then, yeah, it was just like an errand day yesterday. It was pouring rain. But kids did have their first gymnastics of the season, so that was a lot of fun for everyone involved. The eldest is starting unparented classes, and so it's super awesome to see how they're blooming into like being like an actual preschooler and kindergartner. And then our youngest was, who is like last year at least, was super just all over the place, very scattered in like, wasn't able to sit down really to listen to directions and stuff like that. They did really well yesterday as well, and were like waiting their turn really nicely and listening to the directions rather than just being like all over the gym. So yeah, that was really good too. So we did ask today at school because it's like, okay, are they super disruptive when they're in class? And it's like when they're on a schedule and like this is what we do, there is like very little to no distraction or disruption, but it like in free play time there totally is, because it's like they're always wanting more toys and like all of this, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what we actually end up seeing too when I actually think about it. It's like the whole arbitrary rules right now of like, well, no, you can't do that, even though it's like perfectly fine. So yeah. Anyway, it's good to hear that. And obviously we're working towards all the supports kind of kicking in here for in the classroom. In the fall, there'll be assessments and everything like that. So, and there's a strong family history diagnosed on one side, and I'm pretty sure undiagnosed on the other, of like ADHD and everything like that. So realistically, if the child is showing ADHD or autistic tendencies, we like neither of us will be surprised. And that's fine. And this is actually one of the best schools for them to be going to right now, because they are able to provide strategies for that too, for all of us. So yeah. Anyway, it's an absolutely spectacularly gorgeous day, and really, I do not want to be down here sewing. I'm sorry. I really do want to be outside doing stuff, but I also need to get these cat head pouches done. I think actually that is one of the best and worst things about Knit City being in September is it's like, yeah, I've got 6 more weeks of like production time, but it's like right in the middle, like the last push is right in the midst of like the best weather for the year sort of thing. It's like, no. Although at this point next year, I will still be full on freaking marathon training for Victoria. So that's going to be fun. We just actually had a big discussion today about like, okay, what are we kind of expecting to do for the next year? So our eldest will be going into kindergarten, and they've done summer camp with this preschool for the last couple of years. So I'm kind of like, okay. And they repeated the themes, which all the power to them because it is tough thinking of new activities to do with kids, right? So there's that. So it was very repetitive for my eldest. And realistically, it will be for the youngest next year as well if we do it. So I think what we're going to end up doing is basically picking and choosing a bunch of summer camps for them to do while Dallas is at work. And then when he's not at work, they'll just be out of summer camps and doing other stuff with us instead. So that's going to be a factor in like sewing time. I'm like, okay, the only way that works is if I actually get the evenings to sew then in part throughout the year, and then obviously through the summer and stuff like that too. So yeah, but whole discussion about like, okay, this is what we're going to do for actual like schooling next year. And I know it's a year in advance, but honestly, it's like the kindergarten that it's looking like our eldest will probably go to, hopefully. Actually, yes, everything is leaning towards, yes, they will attend to the kindergarten because it's what all the supports are facilitated through. And if they continue to have speech therapy at the level that they currently have it at, then they'll definitely be in the same kindergarten, or the kindergarten basically just like under the preschool. So we're discussing, okay, so what do we do there? And it's like, so we'll probably end up doing like shifting our care around. So it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday sort of stuff. And like, just like what the kind of trajectory is. And then the plan is eventually is to homeschool. So like, what are we going to do for a program for that and things? Because I am not building a curriculum, but finding a secular curriculum and all of that too. Like, because I was educated